And our journey of Tokusatsu continues. We're keeping that in. I don't feel like restarting.
Fair enough.
That's our intro for the day. We're at episode 28, Half Hour Henshin, bringing you this week's Writer and Sentai.
Yup.
As always, I'm Sleepy Witch, joined by my co-host
DJ Azure, the 2.5D here talking to her.
All right, I don't know, we see this all the time. We got good episodes. I think so far we've just had good shows to talk about.
Yeah, it's just it's
I
so
wonder,
much fun.
I wonder if we're gonna ever, in the future, get like, oh man, this writer season or this Sentai season is not kind of hitting. That'll definitely be an interesting experience for the pod.
Like, yeah, I can say right now that I was seeing someone like talk about how like Geats is not pulling emotion out of them, like they're not like rushing to defend it, but I think it's just the fault of Geats being so good. Honestly, it's like there's nothing to complain about with Geats. It's just that it's so good. That
oh yeah,
it's
I
like
don't know
we're
about
expecting something to
and
be
I don't know
bad.
about them, but I agree with Gene as far as all the Geats point, which is me watching this show is just like you really set my heart ablaze. I'm out here. I'm passionately loving Geats. I've had so much fucking fun with this show.
Yeah, same here.
Which again, JGP episode 2. Man, we get to go back to see Buff absolutely demolishing him. He's fighting back, and he's about to basically be taken out. Him blocking the sword with the gunshot, though, really sick shot. Just that entire fight of him doing like melee gun, very, very cool.
Yeah, it's actually really funny because like in my watch parties, like there's always like a couple of like always someone like saying, why do they keep using the guns as melee weapons? And I'm just like, that's
because it's sick. Because it's sick,
Yeah.
okay? Because it's fucking cool.
Yep. And then we learn like the lose condition, which is that if they activate, what is it, the five
I think it's 4
turrets.
but yeah, if they activate the total number of turrets, we lose, or they win, and they're basically going to destroy the entire town because all the turrets are going to be there. Nago and Tycoon are a little bit hurt, so they're kind of out of the fight right now. Okay, it looks like you were right. It is 5.
Yeah, if there's one thing that makes me laugh is how now that they're playing a game, like Jamato are like, okay, I guess we can't continue, and they just leave.
Yeah, it's very funny seeing that, like, it just be like, okay, time's up, you can't kill him anymore. I really also like the scene with the producer being like, I should step in. I don't know, man. There's something about the producer, Geats, and like Gene all having the same haircut that I'm like, are you trying to tell me something, show? You know what I mean?
At the same time, with the reveal that we had at the end of this episode, which we'll get to, we'll
really get to that. But it's one of those things where Tokusatsu follows, in my opinion, sometimes the same anime logic, where it's like sometimes people who have the same haircut, it's because they're related. Like the haircut's genetic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, again, really enjoying the new edit to the theme song with like the JGP and like the seeing the bad guys first before we switch to them with their supporters. I think that's a really cool way to show that like the table's on like a different end now. I also really like how they just have like the rose like appearing and disappearing in Nago's hand because she doesn't know who her sponsor is.
Despite them crossing paths twice already.
Yeah, but Nago doesn't know that. Really like the scene with the producer, and they're all like haha, I need to step in now, and he's like no, don't worry, I still got this. And it's like, you're just one guy, and having him be like, what can you do on your own? And it's like, oh, you're I almost feel like you're underestimating me.
Yeah, and well, he was right. He's just one guy. And then we see like Jamato stuff where like, man, freaking Naj and just egging on the fact that it's his old buddy that's supposedly there.
Yeah,
like, it's so funny because you could tell that it's like he knows it's just an illusion, but he feels like it's like he's so desperately wanting him to be real. so desperately.
And again, I still continued loving the fact that a bunch of their scenes when they're just by themselves are framed like upside down and stuff. Very cool.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we get like, Ace getting angry at Jean
For
for
taking things lightly.
yeah, exactly. Like this world is our reality. And then like, we get like the whole stuff about the temple and
The
all
temple
that
stuff was
stuff.
really cute. I'm glad it ended up not being like a one-time thing. They decided to put on the festival because festivals are kind of how we've prayed to, for the sun to come break, like take the storm away, and like
Hmm.
they decided to have the STEM festival for the kids specifically, and it's very cute. It's very wholesome. I like seeing Ace kind of interact with this kid.
Yeah, and it's so cute too because like, everyone's joining in to like, make it work. Like
Yeah, it was.
even Neon's bodyguards.
Yeah,
are playing around.
the bodyguards are helping. Kayla's sister is helping. It's all very cute. I also really
Yeah.
like that. Neon being like a rich girl, so it's like playing instead of watching the booth.
Yeah, and it's super cute too because it's a way for them to like, still be active in the show despite them being injured and stuff like that. It's really cute.
Yeah,
Like like
and
give them a reason to actually be in the field.
yeah, and like it's also cool. Like we've seen a lot of stuff focus on them. It's nice because like let's be real. Other than a few key scenes, a lot of the show is focused more on Keiwa and Nago's like development for a little
Hmm.
bit, and
Yeah.
also Buff as well. So being that now that like there's like the unsurmountable odds, Geats being like, well, now I'm going to show you why why the show's named after me.
Yeah. That's a good way of putting it. Yeah, the show is called Kamen Rider Geats.
Yep.
Yeah.
I also like that Samuri's there, and it's just like, why am I here? And it's like, you're on a break anyway.
Like she just has to deal with all this shit. It's so good.
Yep.
Oh
Anyway,
man.
the 1v2 fight with Geats and the Jamato is and the Jamato and Buffa is pretty good. I also really
Yeah.
like the dumb like this is the thunder to our lightning festival.
Yeah. And then we have actual Oni showing up as well too to like, try and scare the kid. And like, he's so desperately like, wants that bell because he actually truly believes in the power of the festival. I'm like, oh my god, this is great.
Yeah, and Samiri comes over and gives him almost like a little pep talk. It's all very cute, very wholesome.
Yeah.
And
And then of
then
course,
yeah,
Geats gets de-transformed. He's like, I'm gonna show you the power of my resolve. Holds up boost, and then we get pretty much one of the coolest things ever.
yeah, we get the goddess of victory act, or I was saying victory, but it's the goddess of creation activating to send out 4 more boosts, and they
Yeah.
come to Geats and they combine together with his boost to give him, uh, a greater boost
Yeah.
V2. Uh, Honestly, just watching the things come out from outer space and it's just like the boost buckles is so sick. And then they make
Yeah.
like the big like firestorm, and it's like, oh my god, it's hype it up, dude. Everyone looks super shocked. Uh, they're wondering why the goddess activated. The producer's like, it finally happened. And he goes off. Neon's dad is like, what do you know? What do you know? And he's like, don't, I'm leaving. Bye.
Yeah. I love the producer, but
Yeah, it's good. And I also me too, Gene, where it's like your life stirs my heart, Geets, it does, and I'm like, yeah, baby, this sets my heart ablaze. Bro,
yeah.
it's such a cool scene. And then
Yeah.
seeing the like upgraded buckle, they had such a cool little graphic for it. The whole boost, like it combining, the flames go out everywhere, and then it's like set boost V2. Do you dare trust my word? Is like his new catchphrase, and he's got like the full boost outfit, and now he's
Yeah.
got like super speed. He like one shots.
Yeah, and I think my favorite part of this fight is how like, it's like he transforms into the actually wait, no, number one, flipping it over, he turns into the kitsune, a
Yes.
5-tailed kitsune, which is why I think like people are saying, oh, we're gonna get a boost V9 next, aren't we? Because we're gonna get a 9-tailed fox at some point, aren't we?
Yeah, that is like the mythical fox, so it makes sense. But yeah, I do like because he goes to revolve it, and for a second I'm like, wait, you
Yeah.
guys are these are both halves are boosts. What are you gonna do? And then we get the like transformation into the fox, which I've told you I wish we saw the fox more often. So like,
Yeah.
this is cool. I like it. It was giving me a lot of Did you ever watch? What's it? I think it's like Digimon Frontier, the one where they could like transform into Digimon.
Okay, so you mean the season that people like to joke around doesn't exist? It's really funny because my friend realizes that the reason why I should like that show is because it's basically a tokusatsu show.
It literally is. They just digivolve as people. It's a tokusatsu.
Yeah, and then she complains that only the two main characters ever get get any real upgrades. But
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's honestly that's sometimes like a Digimon thing. Like
yeah,
the recent 2020 basically only ever gave anything to Tai and Matt, and everyone
mhm,
else kind of just got nothing.
yeah,
But
and then
yeah, the big
yeah, like to end the episode, like just the whole thing where like the friends like say, "You're gonna save me, right? We're friends, right?" And then Buffer just walks off like,
yep,
you're not my friend.
yep, and he's just like, I figured using you would help me beat Geats. And he's like, we're friends, aren't we? And it's like, you're just some monster. I just thought you could help me beat him, and I didn't really care. Toru died a long time ago. Just because you look like him, it doesn't mean shit. I'm like, yup.
That is so cold. It's such a Buffer thing to do. It is so in line with him, which is why it's
Yeah, I
great.
love it. And then he just like explodes, and it's like, yep.
Yeah. And then we get the cute little scene of like, of like the kid actually getting the bell, his mom showing up
His mom
again.
shows up. Okay. That was the only thing where I'm like, I thought it was really funny that his mom, because that means his mom was already like out of the hospital and on her way or something.
Yeah. And then we get like the stinger shot of 4 deferred wishes of Decide's past have now been granted simultaneously. And it's all just like, what is it? Ace Garfield, Yakumo Asu, Ace Lee. I'm like,
Yep, yeah, and it's something like a reincarnation of mine will steal his resolve to protect the world someday. Grant him the power to realize it.
yeah, it's like
I
that's crazy.
also I just love that one of them was Garfield, baby.
Yeah, no,
That's my
well, like when the episode aired, like the raw, like when the raw aired, like I saw a picture of Garfield, because I mean I watched the raw as well too, and I'm
right.
like, oh my god, people are already making jokes about this. Oh,
It was
that was
good.
great. Yeah,
I
and then
and then
what was the rule again?
uh the rule it's coming up in a second because I have it up.
Oh, there it
But
is. There it is.
I really love the shot of like, you've warped the world. You're a man who should not exist. He's like standing on top of the building in the suit. Very, very cool.
Yeah. Okay, there it is. There are no penalties in the JGP. Players are free to cooperate, sabotage, and betray as they please.
Which
Thanks,
honestly,
Buffa.
perfect sense. Works beautifully. Continues to be good.
Yeah, it basically does go with the whole riders are not allowed to attack each other that we learned from the DGP.
Yep, and then we get the Vision Driver Sengoku game. We get some cool outfits for everyone. I finally know exactly who you are, Ace. I don't know. Continue. I mean, Geats is just banger after banger. Honestly.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think the other thing too, like like just like the quick little like aside because we've gone over our 10 minutes that we normally allow for this, but we're only really gonna talk about 1 minute for Shin Kamen Rider. But I'm basically thinking that because the show's so meta, honestly, it's really hard to predict stuff anymore.
Nah,
It's so
we'll
hard to
see.
predict.
Here's I'll try to get my brain cracking. I'll try to get at least one more prediction in for this show. But yeah. Speaking of, we got a new Shin Kamen Rider trailer. It came out a little bit ago, but we finally got around to watching it. I mean, it looks beautiful. Uh,
It makes me need to know that I need to watch Shin Ultraman and Shin Godzilla still.
yeah, I still need to watch Shin Godzilla. Shin Ultraman was beautiful. We can talk
Yeah,
about that. Well, we'll probably do a whole review on that. I
yeah.
really like the shot of him in the mask with like his hand being overgrown. I mean, it's giving me, obviously Jamato Buffa vibes, but for the big screen.
Yeah.
I love.
Also, I'm surprised how they. I mean, I don't know if it's a redo of a grunts from a later show, but I do like how the Shocker ones don't look like just just dudes in spandex in like spandex wrestling luchador masks. It looks kind of cool.
Yep.
We both have Ichigo
Uh,
and Nigo.
yep. And the suits look really, really nice. The shots of everyone walking around that look awesome. The
Yeah,
villain shots look so cool. Especially the wasp lady. Her mask is like awesome.
yeah. It's actually really funny that this is called Shin Kamen Rider, and we do like it is funny that you're talking about it, like his hand being overgrown, because I'm sure you've seen Shin Kamen Rider already too, right? The one that actually like molts into it, like the super disgusting realistic transformation one. Do you
No,
know
I
about
don't.
that one?
No, I don't know about what we're talking about here. No.
Oh yeah, I think it's Kamen Rider Shin. Like he actually turns into a humanoid
Bug.
insect.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, and it's really funny to think about, like when you're talking about that, because like I'll send you an image like real quick, but it's really funny because he actually has like an entire transformation where like his body is like metamorphize says, you know what I'm trying to say, into an actual bug, and I
Yeah.
sent you the picture right there.
Yeah. I
Oh wait,
mean,
actually that's not the right one. There you
okay.
go.
Yeah.
There's the
Yeah.
right.
But I got the
Yeah,
vibes. I saw
yeah,
him.
but
He's
it's really funny because this
Shin
one's called
Kazuma. Yeah.
yeah, it's Kamen Rider Shin, and then we got Shin Kamen Rider, and it's really funny how, I don't know, maybe it's a call to that, but I don't know. uh
Yep.
and now we have time to talk about our president.
Yeah. King. Oh,
King.
King
Yeah.
president. Yeah. I mean, we're back where we left off. Dude's about to get executed, and Yama president just shows up like, "Hey, what's up? Don't you know who I am?" And he's like, "No," and he just gets kidnapped.
Yeah, and it's funny too because we don't even get an opening, and it's so cool because, like, he's just drinking soda. He basically just flips the cube and it just like transports them. And like I love the intro, like the introduction to in
Yeah.
Kosopa.
I
I
am
love it.
just we heard some really good music at the end of this episode that I don't know if it's gonna be the ending or the opening, and I'm just like,
Yeah,
come on, just I want to see it. I want to see it so bad. But now I'm wondering if we're gonna wait till we've seen all of them in all their kingdoms to do the opening.
yeah. I mean, they might. I mean, like, because what is it? I think
As,
Conrad X8 actually went like 4 episodes during like its super serious moments to not even have an opening.
yep, and I mean we basically just got like the Bugnarok recap and everything.
Hmm.
I love seeing the big ass dragonfly just like on a building. Also very
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Uh,
Al-
I love
Also,
also.
I love Inscopa so
And
much.
Scopa's got such a good vibe. Everything's super cool. I love everyone's outfits. I love the style. I love that his little dumb headsets have little kitty ears on them, and I love that some of the extras in the background just have straight up the pink Razer kitty headphones, like just not even
Yeah,
edited or
yeah.
anything. It's just the regular, and I'm like, yo, I used to have some of those. I mean, I have some
Yeah,
back there. They just broke, but it's like, yo.
yeah. It's like this is an entire country of Twitch streamers.
To be fair, honestly, not bad. I
Like,
love the
what is it? I think he has like, what is it, a DX Racer gaming chair as well too, which they've used before actually in Kira Major. But
No, yeah, that makes sense. No, I love the whole vibes of just the entire place. Obviously, they went really hard with the buildings again. We get a cool
yeah,
fight of both of them fighting just the regular Bugnarok minions that they
mm,
transform, and
yeah,
I love
we
seeing the different transformation poses and everything.
yeah. I also love how, like, yeah, Yanma just calls everyone Tanukis.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Every single person.
You
Just
yeah, it gives me old oh god, there was I don't know if you ever read or watched the Hitman Reborn, the
Oh
manga.
yes, I did.
Yeah, dude, it reminds me of oh god, the student
Hidari?
council
No.
dude, yeah, Hibari, who would always be like
Hibari, that's
he
what
would
it,
always
yeah.
be like, I always hate you damn small animals.
Yeah, it's so good. I love the fact that, like, there is diegetic music. He actually turns on. He actually, like, he just swipes across his hand to activate a stereo system before they go into his room and stuff
Yep,
like that. So it's super cool.
this fan's out here jamming. I also really cool. This was just like it's such a dumb little thing when the Bugnarok people start shooting. They shoot like tinier little bug guys. I
Yeah.
don't know if you noticed.
Oh no, I saw that.
And
And
it's
there's
just
another
like
thing.
it's so
Yeah,
dumb. They just shoot little guys.
yeah. And one thing I'm loving too is that like Gira is trying so hard to act like a bad guy.
Yeah, and
It's adorable.
it's adorable, and he's so bad at it. I also love that we're seeing Tumbo's got his like shield as far as his like sword thing, and he just steals it and like combines weapons, and it's like, yeah, baby.
Yeah, that was so good. I loved it. And then of course, we did get to see his actual transformation as well too, which is nice. Like we
Yep.
get to see how he does bop it, and it actually shows it from the back. Like when we saw it originally in that like press conference thing, like we didn't get to see it because it was all done behind him. But yeah, he actually does. He does do it all behind him. It's kind of weird too because like when they do the first one, he still has to activate that same one. So obviously like, it looks like they do it in color order. So red, blue, yellow, purple, black.
Right.
So they have to do it. They do it in that order. So even though when you start off with blue, he still does blue, yellow, purple, black, red. And it's kind of funny too because like they showed that, and at the end, near the end of the episode when they transform again, they actually showed the short version, which is just press yours and then pull.
Yep.
And then pull red. So it's actually like say, okay, no, you don't have to play Bop It the entire time, every single time.
Yep.
But man, I love the King's weapons so much though.
They're very cool. I'm gonna get one probably. But
I'm not. I probably will when they come out with the Memorial Edition because
yeah,
that would mean it's full size.
Yeah, that's
but that means it's probably gonna be like $300 though.
Yep, I'm waiting to see because I know they're doing a Memorial Dawn Blast. I'm waiting to see if they do Momotaro's Memorial Sword. That I might save up for.
But yeah, like I'm like my friend actually for my birthday present, they actually paid for the deposit for a year for a Gear Datlinger from Zenkaiger, the pirate one.
Yeah.
So the pirate wheel one, because I wanted it at first, but I'm like, that's gonna be a kid's toy. That thing's gonna be small. And then they came out with Memorial Edition. I yelled at the screen like, I hate you guys. Why would you do this to us adult fans?
Me crying as I spend all my money.
Yeah, but like I said, the reason,
anyway, continuing with the episode. The very cute thing is we start the hacking battle, and like the moment.
No, but before the hacking battle, you know what's great about this? We have actual enemy generals now, and they show up early.
Yep, they show up early. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You're right.
They look like threats. They look like threats, which is why I love it.
And then we get the hacking battle. I love that Gear got pushed to the side for like half a second, and he somehow ended with another kid on his shoulders, like, "Hey guys."
Yeah,
because he's just like the older brother type. He's just helping out. I just noticed as I'm looking at this that there was one of the guys just wearing like the Finn hat from Adventure Time. But we get the hacking battle. I love this lady's goggles, and basically everyone has a right to challenge him, and he's like, "It takes too long. Challenge you all at once, baby." And everyone's like, "Yeah." Bro, it's hype. Yeah. It's hype seeing everyone challenge, and he takes off a thing.
It's so hype, and I think like what is it? I think someone pointed out that his laptop also is actually an old model of something. So it's even crazier. Like like if computer models, like he's basically beating everyone with an older model.
He's using an older model, and I mean it makes sense. That probably was the laptop that he like rose to power with. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And the thing I loved about that entire scene is that he throws his jacket up. And then he beats everyone, and then he catches it. So it's like, yeah, I beat you all that fast.
Yep. Also, man, he's got some pretty beefy arms for a computer guy.
Yeah, it's so good.
I really like it. Then we get Gira trying to be evil. He's like, "I'll do whatever it takes." He's like, "Whatever, I'll apologize," because Rackles wants him to turn Gira over, and it's like, "Fine, we'll do."
Yeah, and it's like Gira's like saying, "What? So what? You're gonna cause your entire kingdom pain by not apologizing? Yep. Look, I just send me back. I'll deal with it myself." And then it's like he's about to do the whole I'm okay, fine. I apologize. Nah,
fuck this. Fuck this. You know what?
So good.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, fuck you. I hate you. You're a bitch. I'm never apologizing. I'm not returning him. Goodbye.
yeah, this is how Yanma Gas operates. And then it's like, and then I love how he says, guys, I get it, but shut up and follow my lead. And everyone starts crying. And Gear's like, look at what you did. Everyone's crying now. And then everyone's like, that's our president.
Yeah, everyone's like, yeah, that's our boss.
Shoja, Yanma Shoja. I'm like,
He's,
oh my god.
And then you see his little he was like, he doesn't bow to any. He's so cool. That's our president.
It's so funny,
dude. I love it. I love that this is literally like the boys. We're out here. We're squadding up, baby.
Yeah, it's like listen to the rage of your people, and it's like it's so good.
Yep.
And then he mispronounces the name of Unkosupa again,
and he's like, "What you said."
Oh no! Okay. So, I'm not sure if you understood it, but he actually called it. Okay, he called it Unko Soba. So what he's basically calling it, he was calling it shit soba, because unko means poop.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, we know what soba is.
He called it unko soba.
Yep.
Anyway, laughing.
Time for the big mech fight, baby.
Yeah. Oh man, everyone was talking about this like when it came out. Like this was a very, very well done scene.
Yep.
Like it was a mix of all the like the crazy CG stuff, and we still got some suit stuff out of it too.
Yep.
But man, like just breaking through buildings, like and it's cool too because like like the battlefield starts shifting and everyone's assisting him, and it's so good.
Oh, I love it so much. I do love also that I wasn't sure what they were gonna do because obviously he can control the mech all by himself. But whenever you've got the everyone else on it, they get their different powers, so we can actually fly with the Azure, which is okay. That's a really nice way. That's a really nice way of like cementing that like not just him using it is the way. It's got to be everyone coming together.
Yep.
But yeah,
and we get like a little speeder bike as well too.
Yeah, the little like he leaves him like Oja to control, and like the fact that basically the whole country comes together to like hack buildings to help him fight.
Yeah, and then he gets like a giant like digital keyboard to press as well too.
Yep. I also super love going back his little like second in command guy. How when he was crying, you just see him crying. He's like, he's so cool.
Yeah, it's he's so cool. Like literally,
it's true. Then, I love him. He's cool. He's awesome.
Yeah, and then it's like here's the pill bug as well too. He's all excited to show it off too. And then we basically get our Gundam hammer, just a giant mace, and just oh, that was. And after that, like it's like he basically jumps out of King Azure, and pretty much it basically like zooms through like the populace and then goes to him and says, this is how Unkosupa operates. And like damn, and like everyone just like looks so freaking cool with that.
Yeah,
like,
I love that he like jumps off and basically like him and the boys all pose for the explosion together. Like it's such a good shot. It's such a good scene. And then you get to see like the thing, and then you see everyone like being like royal arms.
Yeah, like teasing him.
I love that. And then Kira's speech: a kingdom with no class divisions, and nothing stopping you from clashing. So this is the kind of land Sopa is, huh?
Yeah, and then like while they're trying to like have like an adorable moment, they just get caught by Kamakiri.
Yep. Yep, because he's basically like he's like together we're a crew, we're nakama, we're comrades, and he's like, that's what I need, and to dispose Rackles, you guys will become part of my crew. And he's like, bro, shut the fuck up, do not ask me, and then immediately get kidnapped together.
Oh man, and then we get to see like Ishibana as well too, and I'm excited to see this, like because obviously like it's like we only saw one side, like what they present and how cool that is and how much we love it, and then after that, like even the subtitle says, is there a sequel to the Queen's selfishness?
You've yet to see all that there is to her, and we're gonna see some cool stuff. I'm excited. I'm really excited.
I saw like one of the preview pictures. Like she's like wearing a mask. She's like wearing like a cool like doctor suit essentially. Nice. I like a tactical doctor suit. Like it looks so cool. So I'm actually really curious as to what it is going to be.
And the one thing that I'm currently worried, because the one thing we've heard about Oger, the black one, is the fact that he's he'll say or do anything to make sure that his people like survive and stuff. And right at
Mhm.
the end, we get to see like, oh, it's enemy general, Oger Black.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is that just a hint that, after blue, we've gone to yellow and then we're gonna go black and do purple last? Or is that like hinting at something more sinister underneath?
I don't know. I mean, I think they are. I mean, well, they should know. You know what? They might show it out of order because, like, just to show justice at the end. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, actually, no. Actually, it would make sense to show justice at the end
Yeah.
because, yeah, like because obviously, like, actually, wait. Actually, no. So here's the now that you brought that up, I'm gonna use that to connect a dot. So we're basically gonna do that. We're gonna go to Tofu, Hachioger's place, and then he's probably gonna betray to like save his people, and with that, he's finally gonna get captured and then be put on trial in front of Papillon. That's probably what's gonna happen. Like that's
Okay, that's
that might do it.
that might do it. Here's the thing. I was thinking Papillon might be the last one because out of all of them, Papillon seems like the most willing to like you know what I mean, to like kind of like not go with the flow, but but I feel like Papillon's got the like, okay, we're gonna do whatever needs to be done. So like, okay, if you guys are all in agreement, that's what we gotta do to save the world. We gotta do it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe
Yeah.
it just wouldn't be hard to convince them, or maybe it's going to be very hard to convince them, and maybe there is going to be a trial. What I'm wondering is what really is going to go on with Raklos. What role is he going to play in like the rest of the show? Because he doesn't look like he's going to be deposed anytime soon. Like for real, I wonder if there's going to be any sort of like betrayal from him, like with the Bugnaroks and stuff like that.
I'm so curious
Because he wants to consolidate the world.
Yeah, he's just letting them like just take stuff, and I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's interesting. There's a lot to talk about. There's a lot to think about, but I mean, we don't have a lot of show to go off yet.
Mm.
And with that, our time is basically up.
Yep.
Right on time.
Oh man, that was so much to talk about still.
Yep.
Oh man.
Yep. Anyway,
Cool.
as always, thank you for listening. We will have sometime in the next coming couple of weeks, we'll have a next special episode with Stephen Coburn, writer for Toku Neon, and hopefully we'll get. I haven't messaged them yet, but after I want to do that one first. But after we get that done, I also want to see if we can get any of the artists on for episodes, just talking about what they liked working.
Oh man, that would be great.
Stuff. And even because I have the contact stuff for like not only like the main artist, not only the colorist, but also
no spoilers, no spoilers, no.
But I was gonna say, but even like the typesetter, and I think that's someone people don't hear about enough, so we could get some interesting stuff. About some interesting other jobs as well, and what they like about Toku and stuff, and it'll just be cool. If there anyone else, anyone listening wants us to talk about, let us know. Well, we gotta start sending out messages. And with that, we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Later.
This program is brought to you by
Our Unending Love of Tokusatsu.
If you enjoyed the show, please be sure to like and subscribe.
And hit the bell for notifications. And if you would like to support us further, consider becoming a patron at our Patreon, Half Hour Henshin.
You can get some exclusive benefits, such as your name in the credits and joining our sticker club. Or, if you want to help with a one-time donation,
you can also find us at Ko-fi at Half Hour Henshin. You can email us with any questions or theories at halfhourhenshin@gmail.com or on Twitter at halfhourhenshin.